Good afternoon, everyone. Now, everyone's been telling me that I need to wear a mask when I'm around school, and I got a bit bored of my other mask, so I wondered whether I could wear this one. This would be much more fun. So, let's get on with our celebration assembly. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh. Hello. So, there we go. A different mask. We'll see what mask we can find for next week's celebration assembly. But if I can't wear my glasses, I can't see who we're celebrating. So that one's not going to work for today. Good afternoon, everyone. Right, well, I've just had my fish finger sandwich and I am ready to get celebrating. Bets on how many parts this week's assembly is going to be in. I've deleted lots of things off my phone, so hopefully we get it in one try. Now, I want to start off with saying that this week our new reception children have been incredible. Been so proud of them, and they all get a big mention in our superstar assembly this week. Next week they're going to start choosing who's going to get the certificate, but this week we just wanted to say a big well done for everyone for how well you've settled into school, and we want to celebrate that. Well done. Right, I'm going to start somewhere in the middle this week. Let's see where we'll start. We're going to start with year 4. Are you ready, year 4? Are you listening? Okay, just waiting for a couple of people. Today we are celebrating Holly in Mrs. Gaines's class for English work. Mrs. Gaines has said, well done, Holly. You've had a fantastic start to year 4. You embrace every day with a smile and always give 100% to your learning. I'm impressed particularly with your English work. Your presentation of work is always to a high standard. You managed to include a wide range of openers, and your recent diary writing put a smile on my face when you wrote, "Today went downhill rapidly." You are a gem. Well done, Holly. That is wonderful to hear. Excellent stuff. And also in Mrs. Gaines's class we had Jacob, and he's got his certificate for being safe. Mrs. Gaines has said, well done, Jacob. You're such a good role model to others. Always sat on your chair correctly, constantly washing and gelling your hands, making sure your table is clean twice a day. Everything is tidy. Things are placed carefully in your bag to prevent a trip hazard. What a superstar you are. Thank you. My goodness me, we have to look after our health and safety in school, and Mr. Wallace is in charge of that. So Mr. Wallace, I reckon you need to go and find Jacob in year 4 because he could help you with all the things that we need to be doing. Well done, Jacob. So also in year 4 in Mrs. Whitehead's class, we're celebrating Gabriella for always being safe in school and being an utter joy to teach. Well done, Gabriella, and it's lovely. You've always got a smile on your face and you always said good morning to me. So it is lovely to have you around, and thank you for keeping one of our special rules as well, being ready, respectful and safe. So thank you for keeping that rule. And finally from year 4, we're celebrating Edward for trying so hard with his sentence work this week and improving in his reading. Wow, how wonderful to hear that we are not only trying hard, but actually getting better and learning. And it's so wonderful to see. And I love coming into year 4 because I love seeing how hard you are all working. Well done. Right, should we have an infant class now? Let's have Mrs. Semples' class. And in Mrs. Semples' class, we are celebrating James for working really hard this week during Read, Write, Ink sessions. Great reading. Well done, James. I'm really pleased to hear that, James, because I know that sometimes it's always a bit tricky to come into school in the mornings, and then for you to just go in and settle down and work on that Read, Write, Ink and be doing such amazing reading is wonderful to see. So well done, James. And also in Mrs. Semple's class, we'd like to celebrate Iris for always keeping to our ready, respectful and safe rules. Iris has adapted well to our new routines to keep us all safe, and she often reminds other children to wash their hands. thank you, Iris. There have been so many new rules and procedures that we've had to do to keep us safe, and I have been amazed with how well you've all coped with it. And Iris, you are a shining example of that, and thank you for helping to remind other people as well. Amazing. Shall we give the people from year 4 and year 2 a big round of applause, please? Now let's go to year 6. So in year 6, Mrs. Hudson would like to celebrate Alfie. Well done, Alfie, for always following the school rules impeccably and being a responsible member of the school community. Really couldn't ask for any more than that, Alfie. That is absolutely fantastic to hear, and I would concur with everything Mrs. Hudson has said. Thank you for being part of our school. And also in Mrs. Hudson's class we have Maya, for fantastic work in reading lessons, always thinking carefully about the question and answering with evidence. So important to back your answers up, isn't it? Well done. I am really pleased. We've been doing a real push on these new reading lessons in school, haven't we? So wonderful to hear people are really responding to them well, particularly you, Maya. Well done. And in Mr. Wallace and Mrs. Chase's class, we have Luke, first of all, for consistently joining in with all the learning that we're doing in class. Fantastic to hear, Luke. Well done. And I'm sure that when you're joining in, your learning is also fantastic. So well done, Luke. Amazing. And Summer. Mr. Wallace would like to celebrate you, Summer, for working very hard and consistently joining in with everything that you need to be doing. Year 6 is a tough year sometimes, so you need to make sure that you're joining with everything. And Summer, you absolutely are. So well done. Let's go to year 1. And in year 1, we are celebrating Alexis. Miss Hart says you listen so well and you work very hard in English and maths. How fantastic to hear, Alexis. Well done. That is fantastic. And you are always very, very keen to get into school in the morning. You're always one of our first ones. So well done. Not only when you want to get here, but when you're here, you work really hard. Very good. And also in year 1, Miss Hart would like to celebrate Toby for always being so kind and helpful, doing excellent tidying and holding the door for others. Toby, what wonderful manners. I am so pleased to hear it. And if anyone who knows me well knows that kindness is really, really important to me. So to hear, Toby, that you are always being so kind really makes me happy. So well done, Toby. Let's give our year 1 and year 6 children a big round of applause, please. So now we go to year 5, and we're celebrating, first of all, from Miss Southam's class, Brody. And we are celebrating you, Brody, because you are working hard to develop your knowledge of grammar and showing everyone how amazing your knowledge of sophisticated vocabulary is during reading lessons. Wow, there's some long words in there. Well done. Would love to come up and hear some of that sophisticated vocabulary. And again, I'm really pleased to see that those reading lessons are going well. That's fantastic. Well done, Brody. Also in Miss Southam's class, we have Samuel. And Samuel is here for always keeping his distance from everyone in the classroom and on the playground to make sure that he's keeping himself and everyone else safe. Well done, Samuel. It's so hard to not be able to go up to your friends all the time like we used to, but it's wonderful to hear that you understand it's to help keep us safe and that you're sticking to that rule. So thank you, Samuel. And in Miss Darley / Mrs. Taylor / Mr. Chester's class, we are celebrating Elena for always working really hard and for settling in so well to life at Somerford. It's been fantastic to have Elena join our school. We've been so proud of how well she settled in, and Mr. Chester's wants to celebrate your hard work. So well done, Elena. And finally from year 5, we have Sophie Elise for fantastic contributions in our reading lessons and great work on relative clauses. Keep it up, Sophie. Well done, Sophie Elise. That is fantastic. And again, another mention for our super reading lessons. So well done. Amazing. And finally, year 3. Mrs. Cook would like to celebrate Ava May for writing a fantastic diary entry with beautiful handwriting as well. Gosh, you got the whole package there, Ava May. Not only some brilliant ideas, you've structured it into a diary properly, and you've presented it beautifully with your nice handwriting as well. Job done. Well done, Ava May. That is fantastic to hear. And we're also celebrating Thomas from Mrs. Cook's class for always being sensible and careful around the school. So again, keeping our rule of being safe. Well done. And you're definitely safe outside in the sunshine as well with your cool sunglasses on, Thomas. And I'm so pleased that you are keeping that up as you walk around the school being super safe. Well done. And Miss Bryant would like to celebrate Jada for always following the school expectations and being extremely kind. There's my favourite word again, Jada. Well done. Thank you for being kind. The school is such a nice place when everyone is kind to each other. Well done. Thank you. And our last superstar for today is Arthur. And Miss Bryant says that Arthur is working extremely hard on his writing of a diary entry focused on a character in our book. Again, another fantastic writer. Well done. And I love that you are working extremely hard, Arthur. Not just doing the bare minimum, not just doing what you need to get by and get Miss Bryant off your back. You are going above and beyond. So well done. And talking of above and beyond, I am thinking of how we can do our Hot Chocolate Friday still. The mugs are still there ready and waiting for you. And I am trying to think about that. So let's give our last 2 year groups a really big round of applause. Now, I just want to finish with saying a big thank you to lots of other people who have been really, really kind. I sent a letter out this week saying we really want to have books in our classroom, because at the moment when you're learning your book, your English work, I know that year 3 are using the Firework Maker's Daughter at the moment, but you don't have a copy of the Firework Maker's Daughter when you're reading. You have to have a photocopy or Mrs. Cook has to read to you. And how wonderful would it be if you all had your own copy of the Firework Maker's Daughter when you were reading? And the same for all of the year groups with all of your books. So I sent a letter out saying, please, 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 can you buy us one of these books? And we set up a wish list on Amazon, and oh my goodness, already, I only sent the letter out on Wednesday, and already, don't get travel sick, I am going to show you, already, look at all these books that really kind people have sent to us already. Isn't that amazing? Such generous people. Some of those are your mums and dads who've sent those to us already. Some of those are the staff who work here who've decided to send us a book. Some of them are family and friends. So they don't even really know what goes on at Summerford, but they wanted to help you. How amazing is that? So I would like, if you have sent a book to us, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't yet, but you think you might be able to spare a few pennies to send us a book, I know that all the children will be really grateful to have their own copy. So thank you ever so much. Superstars this week. It's been wonderful to walk around the school again. And I may just pop my mask back on so that I can come round and say hello to some of you. So bye for now.